It's a few shows that I've given, which I'm really proud of.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the fourth episode of Student Means Study is No More, rather it's Learning. So for this episode, we have a guest named Sumedha. She is a makeup artist, she's a dancer, and she's aspiring to be a doctor. So this combination is really unique and really interesting. So let's hear her journey and let's get inspired.
Okay, my name is Sumedha. I'm a 16-year-old dancer and face makeup artist by passion, and I'm from Bangalore. My passion actually is dance, and dance sort of influenced like my love for makeup right now. Uh, when I like when I take my dance, due to the dance makeup that goes on overall, and even the dance makeup has been influenced throughout so many years, so many generations. Makeup is such a big part of it that when you go into dance, you can't ignore it. Due to that, makeup became like an integral part of the whole thing. So right now, makeup and dance go like hand in hand for me. I never joined like any classes. I used to go to music class, and I knew like I wasn't good at it. And one day, I went to visit my cousin sister. Where during she used to take dance classes, I joined her like just to go and watch, and I felt so inspired. I came home and started imitating her. So after like doing a lot of those things, my mother took me to a dance class, and she's like, "Okay, we are taking you for your birthday," and that's how I got into this whole thing. My journey as I joined like every class when I was like around fourth standard, I believe, and after fourth standard, during my seventh standard, after that things were smooth. In sixth, I had my dance junior. After that, in seventh, I had to take a break due to like some health issues that I went through. And then after that break, when I joined back dance class, we gave a few performances. And after that, makeup, I really got into it. So during quarantine, especially, when I saw you usually browse the internet, there was nothing much to do for everyone. So what I did was I found these creative looks on Pinterest, and I'm like, will I be able to do that? So that was like my main influence during that time, like just online looks that I felt inspired by. I used to use a lot of home products. So that was the whole journey. From there, everything started after quarantine. Okay, makeup times, the thing was it started with really simple looks. So during that time, it was really calm. It used to take about like 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes at the most. But like after that, when I really started getting into like these elaborate looks, and I tried out a lot of things. But during the like trial period, I knew what worked for me and what wouldn't. So when I did, and now I'm really into horror looks. So when I do those like very like gore blood looks, the thing is it takes from like 1 to 3 hours anytime it's possible. So I get time during the night most probably. So during the night it's like a creative journey. So like 3 hours I set it aside if I have time, and then it's like a whole journey after that. Makeup, I would say I still don't know how to do things because I'm not a professional at it. So every time something goes like a little thing goes bad, I tend to beat myself up like, okay, this is wrong, this is not how it was meant to be, I don't know what I'm talking about. And then same thing for dance, like any small thing I make a mistake, it like really impacts me. It's like, why am I doing this wrong so many times? Why can't I just get it right? Or why doesn't this look good as like that? Like a lot of comparison goes on, and that's like a really bad thing. Otherwise, everything is like really nice. Okay, my first in makeup, my first thing was when it was like an experimental look. I just saw it. I was inspired. I was watching the show, and there they had like gunshot wound that I really wanted to replicate. So what I did was I painted my whole face pale, like really pale, and I don't have prosthetics and stuff. So I made some dough and I started molding a gunshot wound with like dough and like I think some lotion, and that was like the happiest moment and like a big success for me because it's like doing something you actually work for. And in dance, I would say so many things. Everything seems like a success when you like, if it comes out right, it makes you so happy that like it actually came out how you wanted. Like just the simplest things seem like a huge success. If you would have asked the same question to me last year, I would have broken down like completely. Last year, everything was out of control. Now, like I've gained a perspective. Like you have to put both things together, otherwise it doesn't work. If you keep studying, it goes on an all-time low. You won't have motivation to do anything after that, and then. But if you keep everything on the creative side, your studies take it all. That's not good either. So I have learned that both of them need to go hand in hand. If like one goes down, it doesn't feel good. It might feel like, oh, it's just one test, it's just one thing I didn't do, it's just one class I didn't attend. The thing is, you know how it feels because you feel like, oh my god, I'm letting like myself down. So if to prevent that, both of them need to go hand in hand. Otherwise, there's no use of not balancing anything. Yeah, actually, me and my friend had like a makeup account where we used to post our joint makeup looks a lot. And like since we live in like we live far away, so it's like I used to post like one look and she used to post like one look on Instagram. The thing was, there was I hate just spreads according to me. If you just don't like a person, you just tend to hate them automatically, even though they have done nothing wrong. It's just a feeling. So there have been accounts. They're just fake accounts which like really made no sense to me, and they used to just comment like bad things just like below my posts, below every makeup thing, like one below the other. And at the start I used to get really triggered by them. Okay, I'm like, okay, this is not how it should be done. Maybe it's time to like again beat myself up a lot. And then I realized it's just a fake account with no name, who can't even show their face, but I'm here showing my face, doing at least something that's at least a little better than what they are doing in their life, and not like criticizing anyone or like being hateful towards everyone. So I just realized that it's fine. Whatever they say, it doesn't really impact me in a bad way. I used to take up a lot of yoga because like last year everything was in a rush because like exams were like one thing and then everything changed last minute. So I was really tense during the time, and during the time I used to do a lot of yoga, which helped a lot. I know it sounds very cliche at times, but sometimes doing things that calm you are really helpful for like doing what you actually want to reach a goal. You have to do things that calm you to keep you stable, otherwise it's not gonna work. So yeah, yoga was one thing I really liked during that time, and I still do, but just not on a regular basis. Yeah. For stress, like my main stress buster is like just like taking a break. Like it might not be a big break, like not like a full week or anything, because that's not possible with like any schedule. So a small like 1 day break really helps me to calm down and think about it in the correct perspective, like what I need to focus on mainly, what needs to be my goal right now. So those things I really take time to focus on. If I take a break, then it's gonna be a break. I'm not gonna stress myself out during that day. And it might seem like it's like being lazed around. It's like I'm lazing around, but no. It's just like you need some time to gather yourself up to like just start again. Yeah. So like usually, if you like something, you just know you'll do your absolute best to get there. So like it might just be like squeezing in one little thing like before or after you come back from your tuitions, your school, everything is stressful these days. So like just like allotting it a different time just to focus on yourself, to make yourself feel better about something, that makes you feel very productive. Like it makes you excited. Like imagine coming from like school or like college or any other after school activities, and you're looking forward to one thing, and that's what shows like you're productive. Because like if you're not excited about it, there's no reason in doing it. It makes no sense if you do it without any excitement, without any like happy feeling towards it. So when you feel that it makes you happy, that starts your that makes you kickstart on everything. So like you finish your day, you wait to get to that part, and after that your creative juices just flow according to me. See, everyone fails. Like, there's not a single person who hasn't failed. Everyone feels, everyone not just feels, it sometimes it's shown that you have failed at this task. But if you stop trying, failure is acceptable. You always have a second chance. You can make it work in the second chance. You can have a third chance. You can have a fourth chance. But if you don't try, there's no meaning for those chances. It just means there's no effort going in. And when there's no effort, it automatically means like a permanent failure. So just if you want to get over, every time you get a chance, you fail once, you try, you get a second chance. You fail thereafter, you try, you get a third chance. But if you just stop trying, there's no use of anything, because that time you're just battling it out with yourself, not with what you want at that time. It just means that you don't want to work towards it, and that's completely fine if you don't have a goal. But if you have a goal, that would make you feel bad about yourself, not about anyone else or anything else. It makes you feel bad about yourself. So just try. It's not a matter of if you fail or if you succeed. Because if you keep trying and if you have a passion towards it, you have a goal you want to complete, it'll automatically fulfill itself. You will see success one day. That's not at all an issue you need to keep in mind. Just don't stop trying. That's the worst thing you can do to yourself. And not about just others. You are gonna feel like really let down just by yourself because you stopped trying. That's it.
Cool. I mean, that was definitely amazing. I mean, something very new and something she's been doing. And also another thing which is she's aspiring to be a doctor. So, I mean, that studies, these things, etc., they do really take up a lot of time, and that's definitely a hassle which she's doing and she's continuing to do so. So that is an amazing journey because we saw her downfalls, her success, and her advice on how to come back from failure and criticism, etc. So first of all, I would like to thank Sumedha for being on this show and for accepting to do this show. I would like to thank you, and also main importantly, sharing your journey and sharing your clips with us. So thank you once again, and I'm sure you guys are inspired in some other ways to do something what you love. So go do it, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.